Hi, I am back again at the Soul House Yoga Retreat YouTube channel with three more poses that I think are important and helpful for pregnant women that are experiencing discomfort and pain, particularly in the hips and lower back. And so the first one is a very simple yoga back bend. You don't want to do anything too extreme. And so this is a nice gentle one, which will help strengthen the lower back as you feel some strain there. So this one, simply you come laying on your back, often called bridge pose and called Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. You have your feet about hip distance. Once again, because of the pregnancy, it might feel a little more comfortable to have them wider. The idea is generally to try to keep your joints in line. So better to not kind of angle out too much if you can avoid it. Notice this is about a little bit wider, like 60 degrees, but I'm not pushing my knees out. I've now got my knees and ankles more in line with each other, if that makes sense to you. And then you're going to go ahead and inhale, lift up your hips only as much as is comfortable for you. That's with my feet a little wider. If you don't need to do that, the better thing to do is to have your feet right in line with your knees and hips, back of the head on the floor, raise up your hips only as high as is comfortable. Just let your arms be relaxed and take some nice breaths. You're also welcome to take a block or something like a block that feels about the same, maybe a book that feels right, and put it right above your buttocks on the sacrum, keeping the knees bent. Sometimes in yoga, we straighten the legs here. Now you've got support and your lower back can let go a little bit. Nevertheless, you are stretching the hips a little bit and helping that lower back to strengthen. The next one I'd like to show you, you're going to use some props. Actually, everything is using props today as opposed to number one. This is number two. And if you don't have bolsters like this, yoga bolsters, you are welcome to use pillows or anything, rolled up blankets, anything that will support your hips. This is a really common yoga posture. You have the soles of your feet together, you have your hips supported. Now, often we'd lay back on a bolster. You could also lay back on your back, actually, and just open the hips, but it's nice to get the little back bend. So I rolled up my yoga mat and tested that. It worked out pretty well. So I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna lay my spine on my yoga mat, my head on my yoga mat, and the soles of my feet are together, and I'm just going to relax here. And again, as I said in the first one for the prenatal discomfort, you want to soften here, stretch the muscles, the ligaments, and just let it feel open and de-stress it, really, de-stress it. So that yogi breath again that I talked about in the first clip, really important. Just breathe through your nose to relax the body. And when you breathe through your nose, it will expand the rib cage. Another thing that Sierra, who asked me to do this or asked me about was how can I stretch my rib cage? Well, just stretching the rib cage here and breathing into it will help stretch that rib cage. So, feel the rib cage expanding, the belly receiving some of that energy of the breath. And then as you exhale, it will all contract. And of course, the pregnant lady's going to have a lot more going on here in their body because they're holding a child. And then you're going to bring your knees together. And remember, the left side is the side that's safe to lay on. Move your prop away, roll onto your left side, let your head relax, press into the hand, bring the head up last. And here is the last pose that I'm going to show you. This is really good for the veins of your legs. And if you get swelling from pregnancy, and this is legs up the wall. Viparita Karani. So you want to come as close to the wall as is comfortable with you, or for you, I should say. And again, if you've been doing yoga before, you just have inherent flexibility, you may be able to get closer to the wall. You don't want to get so far away that your legs are on a big diagonal. Preferably you've got some kind of an inversion where the legs are pretty upside down here. And so I'm going to come and scooch myself in as close to the wall as I can. I'm going to lay down. And then very carefully, I'm going to bring my legs up the wall. They don't have to be perfectly straight. You can straighten them if that feels good. Again, you're going to relax your arms. Now, I didn't think of bringing something to cover my eyes right now, but if you have an eye pillow or a washcloth, something like that, this is also a restorative pose in yoga. And it's just a really healing, calming practice. So we're going to just relax here and work on that circulation in your legs to reverse the effects of gravity. And those are just the 3 poses that I wanted to show you to complete that section for the prenatal discomfort in the hips. And now my feet are on the wall so that I can come out of it. Once again, being pregnant, better to roll onto your left side, to bring yourself up. And there you have it. Always remember that breathing through your nose is the way to go in your yoga practice. And these 3 practices that I just showed you require props, but you can be creative at home. You don't need to have yoga props. And then the third one, the prop is your wall. Okay, thanks so much. And I really, truly hope this will help any ladies out there that are having any discomfort in your hips, your lower back, your rib cage, your legs, your ligaments, your muscles, your joints. These yoga stretches will help any discomfort and pain. And practice them on a regular basis. It's not a one-shot deal. So do them as much as you can. All right. Thank you. Have a great day.